health issues bad enough. I'm just waiting for the tipping point where the lifespan starts to tip, because I think that's just a matter of time too.
I have a friend that has a 10-year-old, and she has her 10-year-old is in school, and he's an active kid, and the psychologist or psychiatrist, I guess it would be for school, is trying to give the kid drugs.
Yeah, of course.
And he says, well, he's a good kid. He's not. He just gets bored in class and he acts up a little bit, but he doesn't need to be drugged. And she goes, you're so easy, you're so quick to drug them. Like, how many kids in his classes are on drugs? And he says, well, I am not on liberty to give that. It's confidential information. But let me tell you, it's somewhere near half. Yeah. So I don't know why the fuck he would say that he's not at liberty.
Right. Sure.
So, and then she goes, wait a minute, half? Do you know, you think half of the kids in school have a mental problem to the point where they need drugs? Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing that there's someone out there that is a professional that's able to do something like that. Now, this is a woman telling me about her child. I do not know if her numbers were correct. You know, I mean, she might have just... I don't think
she was adding marijuana.
She's not
to
a dummy,
the
though. She's not a dummy, you know. And she was telling me this and it made a whole lot of sense to me. And I was like, that is amazing. That they're so willing to drug people. And that's a sign of sickness.
Well, absolutely. I mean,
yeah, it's like school fucking sucks. Okay, there's a reason why your kid's moving around. He's healthy. He's healthy. His brain works great.
Creative.
Yeah, he's getting all this input that blows. Yeah. And he knows he can get out of that class and play video games and have laughs with his friends and say hi to girls. And that would be awesome. But right now, this sucks. And I can't take the suck any longer. It's like you're telling me that the only way to learn is to be bored into a fucking coma and just accept this really low frequency of memorizing shit that some other asshole figured out. And so that's what school is. Every day, just pounding it into you that the only way to get through this is you're going to have to hate it. Well, meanwhile, everything else you get good at, every game you get good at because you love it. You know, you get good at video games because they're fun. When you get to be a badass at a video game, it's because that video game's awesome. Why do guys get good at basketball? Because it's fun to be good at basketball. When you hit that three-pointer, it's fucking fun. Everything else that you get good at is fun. Except the shit that you have to deal with in school. They're unmotivated people. They're underpaid. And you want to talk about like the symptom of a sick society. The fact that we put so little emphasis on schools, so little emphasis on teaching. It should be an honor.
It should one be of the highest paid fields on the planet. Totally.
To guard over people's children, man. You should be the most honorable, respectable people available. Yeah. Super intelligent and super well paid. We should be paying teachers fuckloads of money, man. You know, it should be like a prestigious position. It should be something that you like really aspire to instead of something where it's a passion but you're getting fucked by the system where you barely have enough money to eat. You know, you look at how much a teacher makes in a public school system, it's fucking deplorable. It's amazing that it's accepted. It's like for whatever reason, we don't step out of boundaries and look at it objectively and go, we've got some core problems. And a big part of it is our children. And they develop to become shitty fucking human beings against their own intentions. It's not like they want to suck. You know, kids don't want to suck. Kids are just balls of potential.
Victims. The victims of a system that really doesn't care, doesn't understand how to care.
Doesn't put any resources towards it. It's like you have so much money to go to war and you have so little to go to school. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you've worked out the numbers that way.
And the highest level of imposition you can have is to go to college, get $80,000 worth of debt, and then guess what? You're ripe to be enslaved in some hideous corporate establishment.
Oh, well, you're just hoping you can afford a Lexus next year.
Yeah.
You know, every day just living a slave.
But back to the drug issue, it just preps kids now so they can, when they get to be adults and try to figure out why they're so miserable, why they hate their job, why they have no contribution to society, why they don't have any artistic energy anymore. Well, that's perfect because then you can give them the Prozac and give them all the other drugs that will nullify them to make them adhere to this process
they
that we
just
call
numb
establishment.
Up.